People, it's your boy One Lion with the Lion's Den Gaming, hitting up that Star Citizen. All right, picking up from where we left off. Okay, last video I had, lengthy video, kind of needed to be done, but it was basically going in there and showing you how I get down after a wipe. Well, this one here is going to be me continuing on the rock mining and how I get down after a wipe. So without further ado, this one is going to be let's go rock mine. All right. So for the people, for the doubters, the naysayers that sit there and say, oh, you can't make money off of rock mining and stuff. I'm about to show them how it's really done. You know, so we're going to show them how it's done. Oh, that's not good. Shouldn't be here. Logged off of my ship. That's not good. Oh well. It's definitely not good. Undersuit. Do we even have an undersuit now? Nope. Armor. That sucks. Yeah, man. So I logged off in the ship. It did work. I was kind of messing around with some settings there. Well, guess you guys gonna figure out and learn how to go to Tammany and Sons. But yeah. Anyways, I was messing around with some audio settings and whatnot, man. From the last video, and I went in and basically kept logging off, logging on back into the bed. I might have, I may have not logged off and probably just went straight to timed out, possibly, possible. So now we need an undershoot. Well, let me see. We did the sale yesterday. What was it, like 60K? Oh boy, here we go. That's not good. That's a crash to desktop. Yep. Yeah. Happens. Yeah, it happens, man. Like I was saying before, man, Star Citizen is it's a game. It's it's a game in progress, an alpha, and these things happen, man. So hopefully, yeah, man, hopefully it worked. I mean, it happens. I usually crash the desktop maybe once or twice. Doesn't happen that often. It really just depends on, I wouldn't even say the server. It's just whatever they're updating and whatnot is usually what causes me to have a crash to desktop. See if I got anything open in the background. We'll close some stuff out. We'll close some stuff out here. Anything that's like unnecessary, I guess. Let's see if we got some unnecessary stuff open or not. Let's see. Close that. All right, we're good. Okay, we're good. So we just head back in here. Like I said, man, it happens, man. But yeah, this is for the naysayers, man. You want to see, doing a mining run with the Nomad, and Gray Cat Rock, all stock, man, all stock. Nothing, nothing too serious. We'll get back in the game. We'll head back out. I think yesterday when I was doing the video, yeah, I think yesterday I did the video. I'll be uploading it here, and it's uploading this, processing this 4K. This one is going to be, this video is going to be shot in 1080p, 60 frames. I just want to see what it's going to look like, because I like the 4K videos, but man, they're huge, dude. They're huge. You don't even want to know. That last video was like 200 something gigs, 230 something gigs or whatever. The one previously, the one I had the audio jacked up on, that one was That was like 70 gigs, and that was 3 hours. Right, this one went a little bit over 3 hours, but like I said, I was kind of messing around with audio, so I got like some more audio tracks and whatnot. So yeah, it's kind of weird that it put me up here.
Gang have seized control of several platforms outside of
Mm-hmm.
Morrison, and the CDF needs any available volunteers to help secure them. Consult your contract manager to sign up.
So we have no undersuits, huh? Let's see. Somebody want to give me undersuits? I'm just gonna be running around here naked, running around naked. People gonna be like, "What the hell, man? What's going on?" Yeah, man. Like I said, if you thinking about getting into Star Citizen, if you're into Star Citizen or whatever and whatnot, I'm gonna leave some descriptions there in the description. There's a code. Drop my code in there, man. Want to sign up for Star Citizen? It'll get you some extra money, some extra UX when you start off when you're using the code. All right. So it doesn't hurt. It gives you a little extra cheddar. Anyway, so here I am showing you how to get to Tammany and Sons. I'm just doing a little shortcut, security, admin. You go this way. There's a bunch of ways. This is kind of a maze. Go through here. All right, but we're just heading over here, right here. Matter of fact, if you keep straight, if you needed to go from the Habs to the Central Business District, you take that central line right there. Just follow this way, and you'll get there. Okay. Head bobbing. Okay. There's a bar right here. That bar is where you go to meet the Eckhart mission. Like if you wanted to string together the all right, too many spoilers. Okay, something's definitely not going on. Either this server just started, because these NPCs are acting a little wonky, man. So I'm gonna go. This is what I usually do. Go in here, find Titan. Okay. Look in here, and we look and see how many people we got in the server. 73, 75. Nah, I don't know. Doesn't look like people are complaining too much. So I'm thinking here. Well, I definitely need an undersuit. Don't know if you wanted to do this one. We'll do Daymar, and then we'll do. We'll do Daymar. A couple other ones. It just sucks that we lost that. It does suck a little bit. Buy undersuits. 10K. What we got? All right, we got some money. We'll buy that. Not one of those. And we will buy armor. Now we got to go to armor. And looking for the Pembroke. You could go in there and search by name too, or you can filter it by helmets. So you go here. Okay, they're in alphabetical orders anyway. So, but we'll take the Pembroke. We'll quick buy that. All right, and then we'll go here and we'll get a backpack just in case. I like to have a backpack. I like this one right here, the Pembroke backpack. All right, buy that. All right, we should be good. All right. And then, you know what? Let me I'll just get one undersuit just in case this happens again. I need that undersuit. And the reason why this also happened is because my spawn is set to Everest Harbor, which is the station above Lorville. But sometimes what happens is when you have a disconnect like that, and I think, like I said, I think it happened because I was man, I'm losing my train of thought. I'm trying to do a bunch of things, chew bubble gum. walk at the same time. No, but no, what I think is what happened is that as I when I disconnected, okay, I timed out, the game disconnected me, that it puts you back into Louisville, okay, to your home station. So wherever that might have been, you know, so sometimes it defaults. It's like a crash recovery or whatever, defaults to that. So so I'm not sure if I could go to Maria Hart's, the hospital, see where my spawn is, but it's all good, man. I don't really care. Let's see, do we have any substance here? Nope. We could have grabbed just the undersuit, and then we could have went and put this armor on here. This is we're partaking. And I'll put this in here just in case I forget. Do I have any utility items? I don't have any utility items either, huh? Well, I'm gonna have to go to an outpost anyways. Whoa. What happens here? Anyways, I have to go to outpost to spawn the ROC anyway. So because I'm pretty sure that ship is set to it's going to be set for. This dude jumped in here. The ship is set for. Let's see. This goes to our citizen. Let's turn it up a little bit. All right. Got a pretty cool looking suit there, huh? Let's see, is this doing anything? Anyways, what was I saying? Oh, my nomad is, I gotta claim the nomad. Everything that's the nomad is gone. And the ROC that's on there is gone. And I can't, yeah, so basically I'm gonna do a couple of missions here so I can, well, not missions. I mean, I'm gonna do a couple of the mining runs. Okay, we're gonna do some mining runs, just so you can make some money, like what everybody else does. Okay, some people do whatever, man. Some people they like to do trading. I had a buddy of mine yesterday that he hadn't been on for a while. Whoa, okay. Shit. All right, man. Who's gonna go first? You gonna go first? All right, go ahead. See, I get a push to talk. I don't know if we're gonna wind up in the void. Oh, this is not good. Did he make it? Oh, he did. Okay, we did. Oh, wow. Yeah. So that's a buggy game, man. Buggy game. Sometimes I still love the game, dude. I'll play it.
Welcome.
Pretty good bit, man. Pretty good bit. I'll play it for a pretty good bit, and then I might jump off. I'll jump off. Could do other projects that I got, that I like to do and whatnot. So, yeah, it's not a big deal, man. Let's get that in.
Vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
All right. So we could just take a swing currently because you don't actually have to. Well, you don't have to land. I don't have to land at the space station. I could just kind of get in the vicinity of the space station. And what hangar was this on? Did I not call for the nomad? I don't think I did. Dang it. What used to happen, I haven't done this in a long time. Back in the day, before you spawned your ship, right? And it just gave you, it'll tell you like, okay, it's in hangar, what, such and such. Okay.
Vehicle retrieval system.
And that's it. So you get it here. So if you got distracted, okay, if you got distracted and you didn't pay attention to how it just said hangar 9, you didn't have this icon right there where it says hangar 9. Because if you went over here and you looked, if you can see it, yeah, so maybe you can see it. Not so much, but it's down there, okay, in the hangars. Sometimes it's pretty cool. You can kind of sit out here, watch ships land and take off and whatever and whatnot. But if you didn't pay attention, this is also yesterday with the little fiasco. These things, this is where you pay off your fines. So if you have a fine, you can go in here, log in, and you can pay off fines. Now, it's kind of weird because if you have a CS1, you don't really have that big of a fine. and whatnot, you should be able to pay it off right there. But because you're going to be a red character, the turrets and everything are going to be shooting at you. So best thing to do is go to Grim Hex and pay your fine off over there, or you need to go hack your crime stat. All right. Yep. So here we go. Into the old Nomad. Yeah, since we claimed it. Oh man, that didn't work out very well. We'll put this helmet on just in case. Yeah, there you go. Dark.
Welcome. Your journey begins now. All systems operational.
Alright, little kiddos is up. You're gonna hear one of my little ones. You can hear him. Mic is very sensitive. The room is not soundproof. Whatnot, so yeah, you can definitely hear him. Alright, this time I think we're just gonna stick around Hurston for a quick bit. What is it? Is it Alt C? No, not that one. Dex? White visor? Second here. That's not what I was trying to figure out. I was trying to wipe my visor. Ah, that didn't work either. For some reason. Just take one off. Alright. We'll have a little bit of head movement on. It's just what I do.
Thank you.
Have it on, so I got the track on. I try not to move too much. I mean, try not to move too much. We will head out. Yeah, we're not gonna try to waste no time. We're just gonna go straight to business. Get out of atmosphere here. Do need to get some grubs. I see. Yeah, I have 50% water. There you go. Because so Aberdeen is not bad, right? Aberdeen is not a bad spot to go to. It really isn't. Okay, but ship over there. So where are we going? Just Milligran, Stanhope, Pinkish now. I'm looking for Operi, and I'm just being lazy. I should just go look at the star map, because there's a bunch of freaking places you could go here. There's Operi and a bunch of other places. Well, there's a few other places, and but yeah, that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking to go to Operi. I think that's where it's at. I'm gonna finish it. Find it here in a little bit. Hiram. Now, Breckenridge. There we go. That's Operi. That's what I'm trying to go. Trying to go to Operi. Land there. How to get some grub, get some food, get some water, get some drink. Do a quick search around the area, see if we can find some things. Like armor and stuff like that. Clothing. I've noticed it in this one, this patch here, a few times going around the outposts and stuff. Find a lot of the white boxes, not so many of the red ones. The red ones is the ones that you want to look at. It's going to have the armor and different articles and stuff. Yeah, different sets of armor and stuff in there. And it'll just be bits and pieces
Travel complete.
from that. Yeah, all right. Okay, so this is one of the things that you do also, man. You know, when you get in, especially when it's dark, you can't really see. You leave your quantum spooled up, your jump drive, quantum drive spooled up, and that will, what you call it, leave the markers on there. Otherwise, obviously, you won't have anything. Once you get close enough, you'll start seeing. You should see some little red lights from the outpost. You could go down lower, all right, put a little bit lower, and stuff, and then just fly straight. We're in a vicinity of it. All right, so I don't see that. There's the outpost right there. All right, so we're gonna head to this outpost. Again, unfortunate that it's nothing really much I can do about it besides using like maybe a filter or something. Where's the? I'm looking for the vehicle ones. Okay, there's the vehicle ones, so we can find a good spot to land, right?
Landing gear engaged.
All right, so a little bit forward so we can have enough room. Because that back end is a little bit bigger. All right, now we'll come down. And it's just off.
Systems disabled.
All right, this is off, and then we'll head over here real quick and take a look. Now, Operize actually, you actually take your helmet off over here. There's going to be other areas where you go, where you can actually, yeah, you can take your helmet off, and it's breathable air. Okay, and obviously the way you can tell is when you look around. There's like, you know, it's grass and all this other good stuff. So you take it off. Okay, see it? Yeah, I just took the helmet off, so we're good. All right. Anyway, so we are going to go do a couple of things. We'll go there in a minute. We'll head. I just didn't like that helmet being in the way it was, because it's being a little sucky with the. That's how I don't like the Pembroke. The way that the helmet gets all wonky with condensation stuff. Right? I mean, it's cool, it's an effect, but I don't like it. Should have a defogger in there or something like that, right? So, but I'm making it happy to wear it because I always forget to turn, you know, to take it back off or to put it back on. Okay, so I got a green undersuit. So is that that's light. Two light ones. Okay, that's cool. That's an aerial helmet. We'll take those. Maybe we'll find some more here in a minute. Look around, look around. Look around. Nope. Nothing else. Let's go, let's go. That's the vehicle spawn over there. We're just gonna do a quick look. That's it. We'll just get a few things. Probably would have been faster if I'd have just went over to the space station. Jump to the space station and use the inventory over there. Look real quick, see if there's anything in there. This box over here. We should have. This should be good. We should be good here. From here. Yep. We got 5 here. I'm gonna take these MREs. Yeah, that's all we need. Okay, that's all. Three MREs, 5 things of water. Let's see if there's medical stuff. I didn't even check for the medical stuff. Let's get some medical tools. Do need some of those. I'm gonna grab this water too. Tractor beam. No, make sure we have the tractor beam on. Put the tractor beam back. Did. Take that, and then make sure we have the tractor beam equipped. I'll take another one of those, and we'll take a mining one just in case, right? This is a mining attachment. A mining attachment. Okay, I'll look around a little bit more. So really, I want to be looking for those red ones, man. But then I do need a couple underseats, but it's all good. We'll take one of those, and then yep, that's it. Another one there. Yeah, it's really weird, man, that they don't have a lot of red ones. It's been here. Okay, and we'll keep this stuff in the ship. Check here. Sometimes you can look on the top, and they'll have little boxes on the top. I don't see none of this one, so keep it moving. Keep it moving. We should still have a few hours left on the ROC. May have to go rent it again. It's only good for 24 hours. And yeah, so should have a little bit of time left on it. Alright, this should be the last one, and then we'll head to the vehicles. Yeah, then we'll head to the vehicles farm. This one should be the halves. There's usually red ones here. Sometimes. I mean, for the most part, you'll find a lot of the red stuff, red boxes. But it's also RNG. There's usually like one up here on the desk and over here, and doesn't look like it's going to be on here. There's usually something laying around up here. There's nothing. Stroker, man. Nothing. Okay. Here's what it is. You win some, you lose some. Alright, let's go. Head over here. Let's go. I see what helmet it puts on here random. Sometimes it does it like just throw one on. I put the pembroke back on. Alright, we're gonna head over to the vehicle spawn. We're gonna get that vehicle. Throw it on the back. We're gonna have to probably claim some too. Socket. Hit up an MRE. And yeah, one of the waters should be straight. Alright, let's go.
Welcome to the ROC vehicle retrieval system.
Okay, so shoot, man, we still got 8 hours, man. That's just plenty of time, man. That's plenty of time. Let's go. Let's get to
Your
work.
insurance
Let's go.
claim has been sent.
Pay the expedite fee. Boom.
Your
Right there.
vehicle
We'll
has
go
been
back, and we're
moved to
gonna
our
go ahead and
storage
retrieve it.
vehicle selected.
So yeah, like I said, I'll put it in the description as far as like
Your vehicle has
some of the
been
things you could
limited
do
to
for the
one
refinery.
vehicle.
I don't know what org or the person that does it, but you know, definitely they have taken out some time. Took out a lot of time. I don't know how long it takes. I don't do none of this coding and programming and stuff, but it's basically a refining calculator. You use that, and it really works well when you work for a group. But basically, what it does is you put in the ore that you've mined, right, and everything, and you show where what refinery, because some refineries have buffs, and some refineries have buffs. Okay, so sometimes it's like there's good spots that bring quantanium, and you know, and then there's other times where it's stuff where it's like not so good to bring the quantanium there, or whatever, or your hadnite, or not hadnite, but your agricium, laranite, and all that other stuff. Did he take the helmet? So it makes it a little bit better. to use those. But when you're mining with a group, okay, when you're mining with multiple players, okay, what I would do, okay, it's like, and then once you get obviously once you get your cash built up, because you take all the risk if you do this. All right? So I'm not telling you to do this, but what I would do is I would use the refining calculator and be like, I'll just pay him right there because I had the money, right? So it's like, why make you wait for why make you wait? Okay, so I would just turn around and whatchamacallit, yeah, and I'll just pay you. So okay, there's another way to do this too, man, because like a lot of times I'll just hit the little reverse right there. Okay, so kind of shows that I'm coming into. All right, but yeah, the reverse camera's kind of, man, they messed up the reverse camera too. Damn. All right, so anyways, being a little bit rusty. Okay, there we go. Turn that off, and we'll get off. Okay, let's get to work. I'm gonna jump on this ship. Oh man. Anyways, refining calculator. Yeah. So hit up that refining calculator. It's also got a trade routes and stuff where you can get certain things and stuff. So like I said, it's pretty cool. All right, it's pretty good. All right, I'll put that in there with the regular descriptions, you know, as far as like your DPS calculator and stuff. Let's see if we can get to here. Check it out.
No good coming here until we finish dealing with the rest of the Nine Tails lieutenants. Take care of them.
All right, well, he didn't take that out, did he? Let's see if I can inspect this. So, might have it like yesterday, it did that. Okay, now it's doing it. That's cool. Eat that. Go back here and take one of these. Let's find those. Let's see if he'll take it from here. All right, remember that tell you the medical gun right there. All right, see, I just noticed that. So I was saying it in the last video that sometimes when you get the med guns, they're empty. So I just grabbed that med gun thinking I was good, but I'm not. Okay, so just leave my trash here. Okay, so we're good. But yeah, so if you put that med gun on, see, so that I don't have anything, so it's empty. So I got to keep that in mind. Don't be messing around and wind up getting injured. Alright, we'll take the rest of this stuff, throw it in the vehicle, so make sure we don't have a local inventory. Alright, we'll put that here. Wonder. It's gonna be the same. Ah, cool. So at least this one has some stuff in it, right? So yeah, so one empty, one full. So sometimes you gotta pay attention, man. You think you're good. I literally went to go rescue and help a buddy out and was like, I'm coming, and go all the way over there, and then my med gun was empty and was like, it sucks. So it's kind of like, feel like a noob now, right? All right, okay, so we're gonna do this Aberdeen again, and then next time we'll seeing how this run goes, and then we'll use the
Engine system.
we'll go somewhere else and stuff. All right, so let's close that up. All right. I don't know why it's doing that today. You know, and then usually what you could do is what I usually do is I'll do these runs, get some money, right? Buy the rock, or you don't have to buy it. You got enough time. You can you don't have to buy it. You can sit there and just keep making some money until you got enough to get a prospect or get something else, or a Cuddy Black or something, just for the next evolution, right? For your next go around. So you can always do that too. You don't have to go buy it. You know what I'm saying? Especially now, it probably wouldn't even make sense to buy buy the ROC. Just keep renting it. It's only like a few thousand. All right, because you're gonna sit there and spend all this money, and there's a wipe. We already know that there's gonna be a next wipe for 18, so it doesn't even make sense to you know what I'm saying, to do the wipe. I mean, to do the to buy it. So probably for this go around, I will probably just keep it. Man, that freaking frame rates can't tanked on that one.
Quantum travel.
Yeah, I'll probably just
Atmosphere retracted.
keep renting it, rent it a few days, make a little bit more money until you get the prospector, until you buy a prospector. Or
Travel complete.
again, it's like if you got a buddy, man. The only thing I would say that I would highly recommend that you do is just that you let's try this. 3 1 we got 4 3 1 4. Let's go on 1 1. I mean, on 1, it's okay, but again, man, remember I was saying that there's a couple of videos out where people went to OM1. You know, because basically what you do is you go to an OM marker.
Complete.
Once you're at the OM marker, you go straight down, you know, and then you just kind of pick a spot. So that's what we're doing now. All right, so going all the way down. We'll preserve. Try to preserve some fuel, so we'll go
It's no
decouple.
good coming here until we
All
finish
right.
dealing with the rest of the Nine Tails lieutenants. Take care of them first, and then we can focus on finding the inverter.
Yeah, so I'm decoupled. So when you fly in decoupled, basically I'm not using any thrusters. I'm just using, you know, like in space, once you take off, when you throw a rock, and that rock will float, you know, for the remainder of the time. So that's basically decoupled. I'm not using any kind of thrusters to move. You know, that's the speed. Even if I now I'm in thrusters, but you know, you see I'm doing 1,170. Okay, same speed. My thrusters are off. Okay, so you can see giving it a little bit, and then back off. All right, so I'll do that until, and that's decoupled. So you can see on the left side of the HUD there, where it says VTOL coupled. Pay attention here. VTOL coupled ESP and gear. All right, that's basically your landing gear and stuff. Anyways, but yeah, so now I'm putting it back decoupled because I need to use the engine power to kind of slow my descent here in a minute. Because of the way the atmosphere is, just might take a while to slow down. So some places you got to really pay attention, because you will mess around and can't slow down in time. So I'm using the engine brakes, space brake, slow down, boosters, reverse boosters. I think what we're going to do is we're definitely going to head northwest. You can usually you can kind of see go towards the sun there. It's lighter, brighter. I will probably go in a northwesterly direction once we get down far enough. All right. There we go. Sometimes you can go straight for the sun or whatever and whatnot. Now from here, almost there. So keep my speed, sit right. Go, get my angle. I'm gonna show you something. I didn't really go too much into it yesterday. I will just go around the as far as like scanning. Okay. So you're scanning angles and whatnot. It matters. It can save you time, or not. Okay. All right. So we'll go towards the sun. All right. So, all right. what you can do, the way they currently have it with the scanning in game. Okay, so I got my scanning mode on there. I think you hit V, I think V, right? Yeah, so you go to V, hit V key, brings up your scanning, and then you can hit tab. Okay, boom, it sends out a ping. So right now, if you look at my scanning angle, okay, and I don't know what that one is. All right, it's 360 degrees. So I'm pinging 360 degrees. Okay, and it's going to basically do that. Now I can turn around and just, you know, usually I'll hit like 90 degrees because that'll just put it in front of me and stuff. That way you're not going behind. But like I said, they kind of messed up some stuff. So one of the things that they're doing now with the scanning is that, all right, so I see this one right there is 6,000. Okay, what I could do is I can decrease my ping and pinpoint the ping. Okay, boom. So now I see that that's only one marker, right? So that could be that it's just one thing. See, like this one won't change. So what I'm doing now is I'm going back over here because there was some things in the front there. So do a narrow beam again. See if I can get this thing to come up. So now, for me, I think that those are rock minables. Those are small minables because it didn't come up like you know, with that little node. Remember? So that's how I kind of determine that. All right. So, and yeah, that's correct. Okay. So again, I'm pinging, right? See everything that's coming up. And now I'm going to focus on that one that's 6,000. Okay, and do a couple pings, and you know it's still not doing it. So maybe it's another one, but we'll see.
No point in assaulting the barge while there are 9 tails lieutenants still in play.
We'll see what's in here. I'm gonna scan. 84, good. So we know that's good. Optimum instability. So we don't know what this is. All right, but what you can do. Okay, you can go here. I'm trying to scan it again. Get a little closer. So we got had night. We got 3. Now, my rule of thumb is that I do at least 3 rocks. Okay, 3 rocks, and I'm going for it. All right, so we're gonna land. All right, because that's my rule of thumb. I do 3 nodes. If I find 3 nodes or more, I'm stopping. Okay, and I'm getting it. So
Engine systems disabled.
now, here we go. 3 or more, we're good. Helmet is on. Okay. I'm gonna leave the ramp open. Okay, and I just like over there. So jump in here, and let's go. Okay. So again, we got 8 hours, plenty of time. We'll go mining with this one. Okay. Turn the engine on. Remember, always turn the engines off. We'll go mining mode.
Fracturing mode on.
This might not be. We'll see how this is going to turn out. They might roll down that hill, man. They might roll. So remember, yesterday when I was doing a video, the rock, I had to turn off the rock. Okay, if you start seeing yourself slipping or whatever and whatnot, the rock is moving. Just hit the I key. That turns off the engine. You can still mine. Okay, and that you just use that to keep yourself from slipping all over. Keep the rock steady. All right.
Warning. Power critical.
Okay. Good. Just gotta make sure we don't overcharge. This one is 84 at mass. Let's see if these gonna fall or not. Sometimes I avoid these, okay, because they do fall down. All right, so we gonna have some. Now I could, let me just go get them before they go all the way down there. All right, so we had this again.
Fracturing mode on.
Let's turn this off. Turn the vehicle back on.
Systems activating. Systems on. Extraction mode on.
Alright, so what I just did there is I power cycled the ROC. Because, and again, it happened yesterday also. Sometimes it does it, man. It wasn't responding for the extraction. And, you know, those other ones that went up there, I was trying to get them. And they just went too far. So we'll just drive up there in a minute and get these. We'll just get these real quick. Okay, generally I would have just broke all of these first. Alright. Usually I'll just break those. Like I said, I usually do like 3 of them at a time and whatnot. Alright, but that one, because I didn't want them to keep sliding down there and then driving down there to go get it. Do that. Now you're going to have to kind of go do it by sound, because I can't really see too much on where we are with the charge rate, but I can still see it a little bit on the optimal charge section there. Optimal charge, yeah. What is it? Yeah. Optimal charge level. Hurry up, get the rest of these. Yep. So the mining, you know, you control your mining laser, and it's the same with FPS mining or prospector or mole. Okay, you control the mining laser with a mouse, the mouse wheel. Okay, now me personally, okay, I use the flaps lever on my
There's no point in assaulting the barge while there are 9 tails lieutenants still.
I use the flaps lever for mine. Okay, the flaps lever on my throttle works great. So if you have something, a lever, something like that, or even like the mouse wheel, Logitech has where you can make your mouse wheel clicky, or just like a free spinning, like a fidget spinner. You know, those work pretty good too, because you can control the laser really fast. Because sometimes you're gonna have to back off really fast. Instead of turning it off, you just control it with the laser. So that makes it a little bit better. So this is what I was talking about, them going down the hill. So if you see a bunch of rock nodes that's on the side of the hill, something like that, or you kind of know, don't even bother, man, because you're gonna go down there and they're gonna be scattered all over the place, and you're gonna try to get them, and it's just gonna be such a pain in the ass to get them. It's not even gonna make it worth it. Okay, so some of these I think were already picked up. Like I picked up a couple of these, and then it just back over there. Yeah, I got them. So yeah, otherwise, like I said, you're gonna be chasing these like for the rest of the time that you're here, trying to chase these down. Yeah, that's it for me. I'm not gonna keep going on and trying to chase these things.
Mining mode off.
So we're gonna head back to the Nomad. This backup camera works a little bit better now. Mm-hmm. Here we go. All right. Off. We're good. So that's one node. Hopefully we find a couple of nodes. Remember there was the other one, like, was it 61K from here? And I don't even, you know, I don't even bother with putting the landing gear up and all the other stuff, man. I just leave that stuff down, man. I just keep cruising. Keep cruising from here on out. Alright, turn this back on.
Engine systems enabled.
Alright, let's go back to this here. Send out the ping, see, find that other one again. Let's turn 360, west to the northwest. What's that other one? It's over here somewhere. We'll come up to it in a minute. Interesting. Okay, so those are the ones that we had earlier. So there is one over here. So for some reason it's not showing it anymore. So not sure what's going on. Okay, that might be that one we've seen. May not be. It's rendering. Let's see. What we got? Another 3. Let's see what we got. So sometimes it's a little bit faster. You just kind of get a little closer. That's had night. Okay, so now, because we don't know what kind of had night it is. So because sometimes 84. Okay, so we know that had night is good. Over here, put her down. All right, not bad. Bad fingered that one. All right, so head over here. Grab those 3. I know some people, man, that don't go. They only go for like big clusters, man. Some people do that. Okay, so like I said, I like coming up there with the Nomad because it just makes it so much easier. If I had, if I had a.
There's no point in assaulting the barge while there are 9 tails lieutenants still in play.
If I had,
He's not gonna show himself until they're all taken care of.
Shit, I might be able to just break this right here. Okay. Might be able to break that. Nah, let's go.
Fracturing mode on.
What am I trying to say here? The Cuddy Black. Okay, the Cuddy Black is pretty good, and it is good. It by far. Okay, it is good. Spend the extra money, get a Cuddy Black. You can do a lot more than the Nomad. Now, the amenities wise, I think, does the Cuddy have a shoilet? I don't think the Cuddy has a shoilet or a toilet or something like that. Doesn't have a cooking station and whatnot. It has 2 bunk beds. It has a bunk bed there for the pilot and gunner. It's got drop seats in there where 4, maybe 4. It's either like 8, 6 or 8 maybe. Seats. You can definitely you can get a couple. You can get a couple of ROCs in there if you wanted to. You can get an Ursa in there. I mean, not an Ursa. I'm sorry. A little Cyclone, which is like a side-by-side buggy, side-by-side ATV, for sure. All right. And definitely has more firepower, even with the crew. Your pilot-controlled weapons plus the gunner-controlled weapons. All right. So, for sure, a bit more firepower. But like I was saying, there's times where I've been on the black, I landed, storm hit, okay, a storm hit, or as I was offloading, it tilted the ship weeble wobble, and next thing you know, I can't get back up on the ramp. And with the Cuddy, the only thing you can do is get in. You can only get onto the Cuddy from the ramp by foot, right? Unless you just happen to be parked some certain way where you can use the use something to step on and everything, and then use the side doors, because the side doors you can't vault or hang on the side doors, which is kind of silly because the Valkyrie has similar doors. It has these side access doors, okay, that you can use, and you can actually vault up. So why the Cuddy Black, they didn't do it with the Cuddy Black, I don't know. It's a feature that should have been in there, and whatnot, because it sucks. I've done it. I've had the backspace. Okay, I've had the backspace, because I couldn't get back on the ship, and from rock mining, specifically from rock mining. So you learn really quick when you land, you might want to make sure you check where the ramp is. As you get off, you better make sure that you can get back on the ship, because otherwise, you might be SOL. Okay, so that was actually pretty cool. So, yeah, and you was a little bit more vulnerable. Granted, they can, somebody can still kill me from right here, if they wanted to. They don't have to wait. But basically, you're most vulnerable right here. Okay, you're getting off right there. If somebody was up there with a sniper rifle, boom, dome shot. All right, that's why I always say it's like, hey, make sure you pay attention to your radar. Don't go mining too close to outposts. There are other outposts around, and there might be some nodes there. You might have seen them coming in, flying in. Like where I went to Operai, right? Let's say I went to Nograd or Anderson, are the two outposts here on Aberdeen. Okay, and let's say I took those, and all right. So let's see what we got. Yeah, let's say I went there, and okay, so that one's one. It's 2 rocks. Okay, it's 2 rocks, 1 rock. All right. Yeah, and then we're heading still northwest. Those are some rocks over there. You can get some pretty decent rocks over there. Anyways, so what I'm saying is, just like if you points of interest, if you do a lot of mining around points of interest, you risk someone seeing you, all right? Because they might have been PvPing, might have been a bad guy. He's just going up there to go get some fuel, or repair, and then boom, he sees you, okay? Or he's a bad guy, and he's getting ready to break his buddy out of prison, and he comes after you. The other thing, why are you doing this? Because sometimes things will render, sometimes things don't render. So what you want to do is like, all right, because it's just one over there right now, I'm not going to, and I'm going in this direction anyways, I'm not going to bother with zooming in and getting a tighter angle to see if that's a rock or not. I'm going to keep going after it. But what I am doing is like how that one just kind of popped up just like that, okay? If you see, like that was just like 500 meters, right? If you see stuff like that, okay, where these things just pop up on their own, like, okay, but you're looking for something like 1,000 meters or less, okay? If it just pops out of the blue, 1,000 meters or less, then it might be something worth doing. So I'm just for our own sake, I just want to see what we got here. 3,000 mass, Corundum, Bexalite. Yeah, Bexalite, not too bad. It's not the greatest thing. Okay, but these are some of the things that you can do also is while we're here, okay? And the scanning thing, remember, so the scanning thing is kind of weird right now. It's really, really, really finicky, okay? It's been really finicky. It should be scanning, it shouldn't be. This one is hopefully they fix it. Another one, Bexalite. 3K Bexalite. Hopefully, maybe one of these has got like a crap ton of Bexalite in it. Who knows? AK. I said AK rock. Nope. Unfortunately, doesn't have much in there. Just gotta manipulate out. Even though I'm not moving, see, I didn't move. It just makes it such a pain in the ass, man. I think it scanned it though, didn't it? You just gotta hold still. I don't know why it's doing that. It's just being dumb. Okay, guys. Alright, it's just not scanning properly. I'm not gonna keep doing that. I'm just gonna keep going. See, we'll run across something here eventually. Alright, so now we're starting to get a little bit more stuff. These might be some. Yep, there we go. Let's see what size. What you're looking for is the mass, okay? Because some of these could be, okay, 84 or higher. You know those are going to be rock mineable rocks, okay? And we got Hadnite, okay? So we got pretty good, you know. So we're going to land. Alright, let's go. We don't want to be on that one. We'll slide over a little bit. There we go. Alright. Okay, so like I said, man, it's so much easier with this thing, man. So much easier with the Nomad, dude. I mean, I'm biased, obviously, but I'm telling you, this is why I got the Nomad. I got the Nomad for this specific reason right here. Okay, it's easier. I don't remember ever having to backspace or call someone to come get me because the Nomad shifted or I couldn't get back in. Even if the Nomad did shift, even if it does shift, okay. The ladder mechanic, I can still get up on the ladder, okay? Because see how, like, I just got off, okay? The Cuddy Black, it might shift a little bit, and then you're screwed, okay? But I can still get in the Cuddy. I mean, on the Nomad, I can still get in on the Nomad. Cutlass, not so much. All right.
Fracturing mode on.
So let's go. Get to work.
Mining mode on.
We are getting to work. Let's go. Yep. So, man, with this lever, man, on this Virpal, the Virpal lapse lever, it's great, man. I think Thrustmaster has one that you can use. X56, I think I use the wheel. On the X56, I use the wheel. I know some people that use the dual throttle, the split throttle. They'll split it and they'll use one for the regular throttle, and then the other for the left engine they'll use for the mining laser. Some other people use like the farm simulator. VKB, I think it has a little thing with the lever, like a lever action deal. But yeah, man, if you like mining, if you think you're gonna do a lot of mining, you know, obviously you'll perfect it as you're doing it. Like, all right, so I'm going to use the mouse wheel, okay? I'm going to use the mouse wheel for a second. So this is my mouse wheel, free wheel, okay? So what I would do is I'd get there, and then I just start getting it down, okay? So it takes a little bit more to manipulate, but I mean, it's doable, okay? It's doable. So this is with my mouse wheel. So you can definitely do it, okay? It's not that difficult. You just got to pay a little bit more attention to it. And then worst case scenario, okay, when I tell them like FPS mining and stuff is just flick the laser away. You know, if you can't turn it off in time, just move it away off the rock. You know, and then, you know, power down a little bit. Bring the power down. Okay, you can see I don't know how many rocks we've mined so far, because again, it's a little hard to tell, because it really goes by, you know, the mass also. All right, but we're 20 of 80 SEUs. So this one should get a nice little haul. And so far, every rocks that we found, it's been Hadnite. I don't think we've even passed any of them up. So like I said before, other people that I know, they will sit there and they won't go after, excuse me, they won't go after just 3. Okay, they want like a node like this where it's like multiple 8, 6, 7, 9, whatever. And to me, it's like, okay, I could do that, but I'm going to spend significantly amount of more time running around trying to find those nodes, right? So I figured, I was like, okay, 3 for me is a happy number. Okay, sometimes I get those, I don't know, they kind of glitch out. Like I've picked them up, and they just kind of move around. So it's like they do that, and I just leave.
Fracturing mode on.
Just leave them up. Okay, we're gonna get all 4 of these. Yeah, we'll get all 4 of these. I think these none. Yeah, these are. This thing is messing me up. All right, let's go. Knock this one out real quick. So Siege of Orson is going on. That's the new event that they've just added to 317.2. It looks like it's pretty cool, but it is buggy. Okay, my buddy Black Sail was doing it yesterday, and whatnot, and you know, sometimes some things will spawn, some things won't spawn. But it's different stages on the event. I don't want to spoil it or anything like that. You can look it up or whatever. I haven't even attempted to do it, and one of the reasons is like I would rather wait till it's a little bit more polished, okay, a little bit more polished and everything, and then I'll hop into it and I'll do it. Okay, this one is going to be a little bit more trickier. Hold on, let's see if I can do it. I don't want to explode any of the mined rocks. This one is 84, but it's got it's up there in the charge level. You got to get quite high. Get it up there. See it yet? Okay, there we go. All right.
Warning. Power critical.
Alright, so like I said, you know, you can definitely do it. You don't need the lever or whatever. You can do mouse and keyboard. You know, I like the whole experience, so I always went straight for the flight sticks and stuff like that. But that's also because I enjoy, you know, some of the other games, flight simulators, Microsoft Flight Simulator, DCS World. You know, those games, I like them. Played them. Want to get into DCS World and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because I even had the whole setup. I have the setup for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I have the yoke, throttle, quadrants and stuff, and everything. And I will eventually. I'll get to it. It's just that my current situation, where we are, and the room that I'm in, not so big. Okay, it's not like back when I was in the States and had my whole man cave and had a whole setup, and I could go in there and I can set certain things up. Even my VR setup, it's like I can't even do the VR in here too much because I don't have that much room. Okay, and I so with that, you know, especially if you're playing like Saints, Sinners, which is like The Walking Dead and some of these other ones, yeah, I'm gonna risk smacking into something. You know, hit something. I think I almost broke my controller one time because I was playing Half-Life.
Extraction mode on.
Yeah, I was playing the Half-Life and wind up hitting my desk, you know, swinging and whatever, and I smacked the crap out of my desk, man, and almost broke my controller, one of my controllers. So, yeah, so now I don't really do it too much. It kind of bums the kids out because a lot of times they want to be like, Dad, can I play Beat Saber? No, like, nah, man. No, I just don't have enough room in here. So even like my racing rig and stuff, or my driving rig, because I like American Truck Simulator, Euro Truck Simulator, and stuff. You know, like those things, but constantly having to change rigs around and stuff. It just yeah makes it a little bit more difficult. And one of the things is like playing Star Citizen, so having to disconnect all my pedals, you know, my pedals and all the peripherals and whatnot, it kind of makes it kind of a pain in the ass and stuff. So, but I do get into it from time to time in between updates, because you can only play the patches so much, right? Now it's cool they doing a wipe. This one here, not so much, because it's not really the money per se. I mean, it is for some people, obviously, because they're starting off and they got to get these other ships. You know, they like to do, they like to do trading, but they, they got to work their way back up. And like when I first started playing, they didn't have a wipe for like a year and a half. It's like the longest time. They used to have a bunch of wipes almost like every update, but then they stopped because I don't know, whatever reason they did. But I think it was more for trying to get the economy and stuff like that, So when the next wipe came, I actually welcomed it. I was like, yeah, man, let's do a wipe, man. I'm ready to start over and start the grind. When you got 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, and all these ships, every ship that you really want, you know what I'm saying, it kind of takes the fun out of the game. That's why I would highly recommend people, like, look, man, there's going to be bugs, okay? There's going to be bugs in the game. And if there is,
Fracturing mode on.
if you do encounter some bugs, don't partake in them, okay? The glitching and stuff, because yes, for the moment, you'll be able to, buy a character, an 890 jump or a reclaimer or whatever, okay? But when you have so much money into the game, then what else are you doing? So it can get pretty boring fast if you have everything, okay? So that's just my advice to you. Like, don't do it. Like, it's more gratifying if you grinded your way up to that, that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, you can share it and, give it out with people. A few million here and there is fine. It is what it is. But, man, there's been other glitches where dudes are hundreds of me. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I did, okay? I had one where I had hundreds of millions, and even on my alt account, but I couldn't even I didn't even want to play my alt account anymore because I had so many ships. So many ships on that alt account. I mean, every ship you could have, man. I think, and at that time, it was almost like 200. It's about 200 million. It's about 200 million and stuff to buy every ship and vehicle in the game. It's more now because now you have the C2, the Star Lifters and all these other ones. But yeah, man, I had a crap ton of freaking ships, man. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, we got 170. Let's get this. Let's keep scanning here. I think there was another one around here. Is it over that way? So see, now with the head tracker being on, I could look. Okay, you look around. Now, granted, now it's a little bit different with this one, because half of that stuff. Yeah, we already came from there. So. All right, well, we'll just keep going. Eventually, something will render in. Wish I can show you guys this thing when I was talking about, like, as you're going, like, there's nothing in front of us. I'm looking at the bottom, because that's where it's going to pop up, right there where you see the 5 and 7K, okay? You'll see it pop up in the corner of your eye. Sometimes, like, even like that one just did, that 2000 one, okay? But they'll be a little bit closer, and the thing is, you'll know it's a mining node because none of the rocks will show up, okay? The mining rocks, like this one. Like now I know it's the mining, it's one that we're looking for, okay? Now, let's see if we can figure out this is. Dolovine, so we're not going for Dolovine. Okay, Dolovine, it's going to be green. So you can, run around out there, scan it, okay, and you'll know. All right, here's what I'm looking for. So yeah, going back forth. Let's see what we got here. All right, right, so that was the first time we found some Dolomite. Oh, reason why this is like I did that just because I definitely wound up going a little too much. That's Had Night. Okay, all right, 84 Had Night. There we go. Not bad. So. All right. Let's look around real quick. Sure, we're good. Yeah, we're good.
Engine systems.
You still want to make sure, you know, outside view, sometimes make sure that you're landed okay. Again, it's very nimble. You know, you can have one of the lips could be up and down, right? You know, this is not recommended what I'm doing here because somebody could steal the ship, you know, while I'm mining and not paying attention. Okay, somebody could sneak up, jump in the ship. Okay, they could do that. They did. I've seen it. I've seen videos of it. See people doing it. It's pretty cool. You know, one of the other things I was saying like before is like keep an eye on the satellite up there on the top right. You know, because you already know like if that satellite disappears, that means somebody getting ready to do some nefarious stuff there around there. So you know, you want to make sure you pay attention. All right, so we're about halfway, 37 of 80. Not doing too bad. Like I said, it's a grind. I've been recording an hour and 16 minutes. You know, it's one of those things, man.
Power critical.
You know, it's one of those things, man. You could be grinding. Now you could be doing cargo runs, right? You pick up cargo from here, take it over there, sell it. Okay, that's a little bit more to it than that because you're running around from the tram. You know, you're going to hardcore or wherever you're selling it. You're getting out and everything. That's kind of cool. You know, I used to do a lot of it. I would do mining. I would do trade runs. Then this game got a little bit more with the bounty hunting. Bounty hunting, man. You know, bounty hunting. So if you do NPC bounty hunting, you know, the NPC bounties, they're okay. And you can chain them up to where you can get a good amount of money. Okay. The tougher ones, you're going to need some bigger ships, and or some friends to do it with you. And then you're sharing the proceeds, okay? But it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Now, player bounties. You're gonna run into a few of them. Okay, some of them, you know, they kind of like you'll run into. They're good PvPers, and they purposely will get a bounty. Okay, they'll purposely get a crime stat and want people to chase them. Then you're gonna run into other guys that they get a crime stat, and the way it works is like when someone has a crime stat and you go into the bounty tracker, you see him and say, hey, you take him out, and as long as you're in a comrade area, okay, it's going to give you their location, you know, their mission beacon or whatever. Like when we went in there and we did the bunker missions, right? It's going to give them, you know, so one line is over there in this area, okay? And if he's at Grim Hacks, it'll say last known location. So if he goes somewhere, like if he quantum jumps, you won't be able to see him. Okay, if he's jumping from Hurston to Microtech, okay, you're not going to see him. So what you want to do is you'll have to wait. So it might be Hurston last seen 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes, 4 minutes ago. Okay, so you could, okay, he's jumping, so maybe you want to wait. Okay. Other times you might have to go to the Hurston area to kind of, because it gives you a general vicinity of where he's at, right? Especially in Crusader, if it says last seen and he's on Crusader, okay, chances are he's hanging around Grim Hex. Now Grim Hex is an area over there where once you get into the vicinity of Grim Hex, it's going to be not under UEE's surveillance, right? So there's no comrade there that tracks him. So he's either going to be in Grim Hex, hanging out, okay, or whatnot. So you'll get those guys that are just kind of, they got a crime stat. They'll be at Grim Hex. You kind of swing by and see what he's doing. Maybe he's going to Korea or something like that. And then the other thing is obviously is the the guys that would just run. Okay, he's got a crime stat. You go after him. You guys battle it out for a little bit and stuff, and you get the upper hand on him. He's gonna run. He's gonna take off. Okay, especially if he has like a bigger crime stat. You can tell they have a bigger crime stat by the amount of money they're offering. Okay, if it's like 5K, 10K, whatever, he's probably got a low crime stat. But if he's at like 20, 30K, all right, he's probably got a higher crime stat. And to be honest, me personally, 20, 30K. For a bounty, it's just not worth it to me, man. It's just not, because I could do a bunker mission, the lowest end bunker mission, okay, for the defend, okay, it's like what, 15, okay. So in the risk of an NPC killing me, I mean, granted, yeah, I could still get killed by the NPC, but now you're going around, you're chasing this dude. If he kills you, you know what I'm saying, you just lost all your armor, okay. You just lost all your armor. You just, you got to claim your ship. You got to fly back, especially if he's like way out there, it's just, man, it's just not worth. And then again, it's like if you don't PvP a lot, okay, if you don't PvP a lot, if you don't PvP a lot, man, you get smacked around, man, because there's meta builds, okay, even though the Star Citizen doesn't want the meta, okay. They don't like the meta, but I'm gonna tell you, there's what shield generators, weapons, or whatever and whatnot. Flight mechanic changes constantly, sometimes and whatnot. So and you get rusty. Okay, I could tell you that only way that you're gonna get better at combat flight sim or flight combat against other players, okay, is to go against other players. Okay. Go against other players. If Arena Commander is good to go, go in Arena Commander and play and fight against other players. You will get better, man. I was naive. I wouldn't even say okay. I'm okay now, but I don't really PvP too much and everything like that. So give me 1 second. I got to step away for a quick second.
Warning. Power critical.
All right. Yep. My bad. That was the fam coming in here. So, what was I saying? Like, you only get better at PvP when you're playing against other players. It'll make you better. One of the things I was saying on myself was, by far am I subject matter expert at PvP or whatever and whatnot. Okay. Not okay. I'm definitely not. Okay. I can kind of hold my own. I won't punk out. Okay. If I'm over here, like right now, we're over here and I'm mining and whatever and whatnot. Obviously not in this account because this is the only ship I have. All right. But if somebody comes and kills me, I'm gonna respawn and I'm coming back. Okay, I'm not gonna be all mad. I might be a little frustrated, like damn, that, but I'm not gonna be all pissed off about it, man. It's part of the game. People, that's what they do. Especially right now. This is one of the most legit ways of pirating right now. Not griefing, pirating. Okay, because if they kill me, okay, and I don't know how it works now as far as the ROC, okay, but if they decided to blow me up and get the if they decided to blow me up and while I'm in the ROC, I don't know if it would leave anything out but like a cargo and stuff like that. But if they wait for me to dismount, right, they could easily kill me. kill me. And the cargo hatch there in the back of the ROC, it's not whatchamacallit, it's not
Mining mode.
it's not locked. Okay, so they can, it's right to the back of the ROC. I can't see if I can get back there right now. It's in there, but it's right there. Okay, see that little green thing right there? They can manipulate that, get in there. See, I don't turn off the ROC, so they can, I mean, I don't close it so they can get in there. And that's what one of the things that they were doing. If you look around, look at some like Mongrel Squad or some of these other dudes. I know I keep hitting them up, mention them, but yeah, man, you watch and see how they did their operation with, you know, getting after dudes, you know, mining and stuff, and taking a shipment, and then even getting after other guys, you know, with some of the other ships there. So I'm not, you know, I digress, but like what I was saying is like you just got to PvP, man. You just got to PvP, and more you PvP, yeah, man, shit, you start getting better at it. Getting better at it. Let's go this one here. I think we already went out this way. One cool thing that CIG did that maybe they will do this year, maybe they'll do it again this year, is so what they did was for a few years back, it's been a couple years now, they Halloween event, right? So they didn't do it this year, but they had a PvP event, man. So it was like it started off with the Gladius. They had the Gladius and the Glaive. I think it was the Glaive. They had the size 5 cannon, yeah, they started off with that one, and basically you had to get 50 unique kills, all right, with one of the ships. The Glaive was a little bit buggy, so then finally they was just like, no, just the Gladius, or Gladius or Glaive, I think, or whatever. But anyways, man, the Glaive was buggy. People just used Gladius, all right. And then some people cheesed it. They did the old conga line or whatever they called it. But basically, you got to go run and kill 50 players, okay? 50 other players with the 1 second here. Okay, yeah, you had to kill 50 players with a Gladius. Okay, so some people were, you know, basically like, I would go to Grimhex. Okay, I'd hang around Grimhex or something like that, wait for other people to show up, and basically, you know, somebody either in chat, you know, would like, hey, anybody want a PvP, you know, or you know, these guys would just come in and just start shooting at each other, right? And you just kind of jump in and you know, get into the action, and so people were doing that, and then basically, or trade kills, and then people were like, hey, anybody want to trade kills, which basically just meant that they just, you know, went up there, I kill you, you kill me, and you know, and then yeah, we're good. Then it got really crazy when people started doing what they started doing then was they would do the little conga lines, right? So basically they'd just land, they'd just find a spot, they would land right here, okay, and just be a whole group of them, and then they'd just kill each other. You know what I'm saying? You just land there and everybody's there, you know, all the players get there. It would be a cuddy red, because in the cuddy red you could still respawn, and you set your spawn point on the cuddy, you know, and yeah, and then you just went, and they just came in and freaking you know, killed themselves and stuff, you know, and they was doing that, and I did one. It didn't even last so long, because by the time I got there, other people had got wind of it, and they just came around and started killing everybody, you know. So kind of ruined the fun, but it wasn't really fun. It was kind of cheesing it. But what happened was, okay, there we go. That's a no, I think. Nope. What happened was that is what wound up happening is that my EVP skills went up. Because while we had Grimhex, right, you know, it's like boom, you know, I'm in the Gladius, he's in the Gladius, and he just comes in and melts my ships, you know, melts my shields and just smokes me. So now I'm like, dude, man, what are you using? You know, you're like, oh, at that point the meta was like attritions and NDBs, not necessarily distortions, but yeah, it was and any kind of change to distortions, right? They would you kind of use a mix between Gatlin and distortions, NDB 30s, 20s with attritions, nutritions, different stuff, man. And then you kind of like, you know, flight mechanic wise, you know, you just kind of got a hang of it. You know what I'm saying? Like how to counter his movements, jousting, even the missiles and whatnot was pretty like I said, it was pretty straight. I always started to get a lot more, so I'm just gonna sit out here and try to see if I can pinpoint and see what we got here. So yeah, man, it was pretty cool. I had a good time. Good time doing it. Definitely got your skills up. Trying to see if I can get this thing to work. Now it's not doing it. Alright. Oh. Okay. This other one here. He's being a hard ass anyway, so let's see what we got. Let's see how many we got here. Come on. Was this did we already do this one? Did we just come by here? I think we did. Let's see. It's getting a little bit darker here. Let's see. Going this way, it should be going towards the sun, man. See, because this is when you start getting sidetracked. But I think, man, we get a couple more good notes, man, and we should be pretty good, man. What we got here? All right, we got some here. And fuel-wise, yeah, and that's the other thing with the Nomad. Fuel on Nomad is pretty good, man. Can't complain. Nomad. All right, what we got? At night, 89. 89? That looks like 89. Need glasses, man. All right, cool. All right. Okay, that's not what I was trying to do. I was trying to open it up and lower it. All right, let's go. I haven't really kept an eye on my food and water. Let's see here. Must be glitched. It's 100%. Not complaining. So we got 4 notes there. I'll jump in here real quick. Get this one. So where we at? We had an hour and 30 minutes. Hour and 30 minutes. But a little bit faster, sure. I'm not sure I could probably be a little bit faster in this, but I think I mean realistically this is what it is, man. I would say that I'm pretty experienced with mining. Okay, I'm pretty efficient. So for someone that's efficient flight-wise, knows what he's looking for, and fast, you know, other people faster with mining, sure. You know, breaking rocks maybe, okay. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. I'm talking, walking, you know, walking, talking at the same time. But yeah, I don't think it's too bad. And yeah, we'll keep shooting this video, keep doing it. And I'm not doing the whole one. Maybe I'll shoot the next one, you know, because this one was what we were saying, you know, let's go rock mining. Okay, so you know, maybe we'll do another one up on Daymar, and then yeah, let's see, you know what, I'll do one on Daymar. That way you kind of see, you know, because some people say, oh, Aberdeen is better. Other people say Daymar is better. Okay, I've been on Aberdeen and legitimately left Aberdeen, flew all the way down to Daymar and mined at Daymar. All right, and I had better luck. Okay, it just depends on the server. I did, and then I've also done it vice versa. Flew down to Daymar, flew around, couldn't find Jack. Shite, you know, and then, you know, either gave up or flew back over to Aberdeen. and stuff. Okay, I said Aberdeen used to be the meta spot that go for Hadnite. There are spreadsheets, websites that would tell you the type, the planets, and these are like out of date, so I haven't really checked them in a long time. Okay, but there were other places where they would tell you, like, hey, if you went, for instance, on Yila, you know, Yila had if you wanted to mine for Grecium and Laranite, was pretty good. Okay, and I even mined in Yila a lot for Grecium and Laranite, and it's not bad. You know, you still had this is before Quantanium got big. You still had Quantanium, and you could still find Quantanium on Yila. You just not as much, and I'm sure that CIG was probably going to change it, because at one point Quantanium was big on asteroids. They've been having a lot of struggles with mining on asteroids, because you get there and most of the asteroids, okay, are not scannable. Like, they're there. You can jump and fly into them, but they just won't scan. Like, see, on the surface, you might get to a node on a prospector or something like that, and I don't know why is it not. There we go again.
Fracturing mode on.
Okay, that was weird.
Extraction mode on.
You might, and this is okay. So I broke too many rocks, and that's why I said before, like, hey, try only do 3. You know, so I'm breaking my own rules. You know, break 3. It gets a little bit easier when you start having that many rocks around. It just the lag and whatever. It just kind of throws off the system. Anyways, so you're not, the rocks were, you could still find like big quantities, you know, like 30 something percent, and I wouldn't even break anything that was 30 something percent or higher, sometimes depending on how long I've been out there. Like, if I've been out there a good 30-40 minutes and haven't really found anything, then sure, maybe I might break a rock that's like 20 something percent Quantanium, you know. But most of the time I didn't even bother, man. I would just, like, I was looking for big one run paydays. I mean, you're doing only one run with Quantanium anyways, if that's what you're doing, because, you know, it's all based on time. But yeah, so anyways, asteroid mining was really good for a bit, then it got messed up, and, you know, people start service mining again, and then there was the whole thing. Now the meta was, and probably still is, going on R Corp, Lyria. Okay, Lyria had good spawns for Quantanium, because one of the things is, for Quantanium, usually the rocks would be multiple. It'd be 2, 3, 4, 5 rocks. So when we was over here earlier, so if you do like the fast or the long range ping, you could ping the boxes, and if you only had one little dot show up, then you kind of knew, like, that's not, the chances of that being Quantanium is slim, because it only had one little dot. But if it showed up with 2, you know, that's all you needed. You know, oh, it's 2. That's usually, that told you that's Quantanium.
Fracturing mode on.
So people would go there. Hold on, let's see what we got. Fracture mode. So I would say 67 of. Oh man, I didn't even know I was that close to. So 67 of 80. I mean, let's try to see if we can get full. I know the wife is calling for me and trying to come up in here, and the kids are getting antsy, so I'm gonna have to try to hurry up and do my thing. I'm under pressure, under time. Quantanium mining, right? But anyways, man, yeah, man. So Lyria was pretty, you know, Lyria was the meta, or is the meta currently for Quantanium mining. So if you were like, hey, where should I go mine to get Quantanium? I would tell you go to Lyria. Okay, and it doesn't matter, you know, which locations. I would say is Quantanium kind of likes to hang around ridge lines, you know. So if you got a big ridge, you know, fly towards that ridge. On the outskirts of that ridge, you may find some Quantanium, right? And then other times, man, I've been to some where it wasn't. I've been flying around and found Quantanium just in bare spots, man. Sometimes it's like you fly down. Now, if you got a buddy, okay, and even if you're mole mining or whatever, and you're using to have one going to scout ship, good one is Pisces, okay. Pisces, and sure on some of the other ones here that you can use, but Pisces was really good because nah, we'll keep going this way. This way. Did we already go this way? I'm not sure. Yeah, the Pisces was good scout ship, man. Because I don't know if it's the radar, it was just easier to see the see the notes. So the thing is, you have someone with Pisces flies ahead, does the same thing that I'm doing currently. Okay, it's doing the same thing, just going around scanning, and then when he finds it, finds the Quantanium, kind of sits on it, waits to the mole to get there. So the mole could be traveling in a different direction, or he could be in and out. Okay, in and out, as in like, hey, we just broke this rock and we just mined this rock. He's going to the refinery, while he's going to the refinery. Other person is scanning for good Quantanium rocks. Okay, finds it, stays there, waits for the mole to come back, breaks it, sucks it up. You got two dudes, and then hops out, goes again. So I would say it can be better than going by yourself. I think it's a little bit more efficient. Yeah, you're splitting the profits, but you're doing trips back and forth pretty fast. So yeah, it's not too bad. Dang, I thought for sure that was going to be one. All right, let's see what we'll try it again here real quick. All right, let's see what we got. See if we can scan this one. All right, that's one. See if we can scan this one. You could do this in an asteroid too. Before, man, they like I said, they keep changing it. I should just go towards it. Just go towards it. Yeah, the whole scanning stuff, nigga, it's gonna go back and forth because it seems like almost every update, this stuff changes. This seems like almost every update it changes, man. Nope. Alrighty. Let's go see what we can get. Come on. Papa need a pair of brand new shoes. That's definitely money in there. Surprisingly, it stays quite bright out here. An AK out. Trying to hurry up. 7K out that way. Alright, that might be something. Why? Because it didn't come back as a little dot as I pinged it a bunch of times. Didn't come back, so that's what I think happens. I could be wrong, but I'm thinking, yeah, I'm wrong, because that's definitely mineable rocks. You can see that. That's a whole bunch. Maybe it was too many, or maybe that's why it wasn't coming back, because a whole bunch of those. And we might have wore out our welcome. Maybe we need to just fly a different direction. But maybe that's what it is. Fly opposite of the sun. Maybe just fly this way a little bit and then just go back. Yeah, that's mineable rocks. You can kind of see it. Sometimes it's like it renders, on Ilaria and some of these other places, you could do that, and you'd be able to see mineable rocks from quite some way. I'm just gonna speed up a little bit, man. I have to. Okay. right, we're back. Yep. So that was a deal there. Had some technical difficulties. Now I lost my train of thought real quick. Yeah. We're gonna try to hurry up and wrap this up, man. We are already was about like 60 about an hour. Seen that. So I'm just kind of a little bit going out of the way, different direction, and that's the thing that you got to do now. When you get to this where it's like I haven't found any nodes, I haven't found any, then you got to ask yourself this question: all right, you're gonna keep on trying to look, okay? You're gonna keep trying to look, or you're gonna, call it a day, okay? And maybe we got to call it a day. Maybe fly away, come back. Go sell, come back, and that's probably some of the things that you got to do. But we was flying in those areas. It just wasn't too lucky. So I think we might have flew a little too far. Go back and see what else we can find. There we go. See, just that simple. That one over there might be one also. Who knows? God. Wish it was a little bit more than just 3. And let's do that. So we're at 84. Is this had night? So here's what you could do: hold down F and then scroll forward. That's had night. Okay. Now there was this other one that was like, where's this other one? Okay, so that was this one. Here. All right, that's had night. So we'll get this one. All right. That's 3, but that's my rule, right? You said that's the rule. 3. We do 3, and that's what we do. So that's what we're doing. Plus, like I said, man, I gotta get going. We'll get this worked on, and then the other one. So even though that it's a little bit off, I can still get back up there. Might have to force it up there, but I can still get up there. Get these 3. Okay, now we're definitely gonna speed up a little bit.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Alright, here we go. Alright, let's get this done. Well, we at 67 SCU. This will probably be the last one. We'll go sell this. We'll go up Everest Harbor or something like that and sell it. Might even go maybe swing back to may even swing over to I haven't really decided yet, because if I want to get another rock, I do want to get another rock. So by the time I get that, I might swing and do this one a little bit later, take a break, record the next video.
Warning.
Oh, shit.
Power critical.
Okay, let's go grab this next one. Alright, so now we're in business. Alright, now we're definitely in business doing this. I'm on. There we go. But that was a desync right there, because you see how quickly that jumped up? That's one other reason why you don't want to be messing around and flirting with the top edge, especially on prospector or mole mining. Okay, you want to keep it, I like to keep it like in the middle or lower. 50, I don't want to go more than 50%. Like at the beginning I will, maybe, because I'm more of an aggressive miner, so I'll 100% power all the way, and then sometimes it'll shoot up to the end, but then but I'll catch it, like there. So then I'll catch it, but then after that I try to keep it at 50 or lower. And the reason why I do that is because sometimes the game will lag, and if it lags when you're that close, all right, when you're like now, when you're like 75% or closer, if it lags, it'll be overcharged before you know it. Okay, and again, even in this one, what'll hurt you in this one is it's going to be time, right? it'll be time, because these things will fly everywhere, and then you're gonna be riding around trying to get them all. Okay, and I don't like doing that because you waste a lot of time doing that. It's not very efficient. On a prospector or a mole, when you do that, it'll obviously the rock will shatter, and it can damage you. Now, sometimes a little bit, I do it on purpose to shatter it, to get the rocks to split, so they don't lay on top of each other and whatnot. But what can happen, okay, you'll wind up getting a torque imbalance. Torque imbalance, sometimes you can manage, but after a while, if you don't repair it, engine can overheat. And I've actually like got stranded because I had broke some rocks or whatever, even on purpose, and sometimes even on accident or whatever and whatnot, and it'll do that. And so you'll get that torque imbalance, and then the engine will overheat. I've even done it on the way to take the stuff back, and it was doing that. All right, and yeah, so you know, the engine overheating, and I'm like, oh man, or you know, ship is hard to fly. So yeah, so you definitely want to be on your P's and Q's. So man, dear citizens, looks like we're doing pretty good, man. We're sitting at 75 SCU, so really we're definitely good. This last one right here, there we go. We're at 76.
Extraction mode on.
Yeah, so we're good. Let's see what we got here. Let's go. Yep. Oh, like I said, remember I said I can get this thing up here even without it. Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit trickier, because you want to get it in an angle. There we go. Okay. There we go. All right, there you go. You would have never been able to do that with a cutty. With a cutty, it would have been, you probably would have knocked it down a little bit further, and it would have been more of a pain in the ass. All right, so, man, where are we going? Are we going to land, or are we going to go to, where are we going? Let's get out of that doorway, because last time I stood in the doorway when I got distracted, I got deaded. So you could go to Norgrad and Anderson. Okay, we could go there now, because I mean, we're safe. Let's do that. We'll go Norgrad or Anderson. I don't know which one I'm closer to, but we'll head there.
Landing gear.
We'll head there. Let's see what we got here. We'll go Norgrad, Anderson. It's Anderson, pretty close. Where we at? Yep. Hit there. Hit this. Recipient behind us. All right, here we go. Mind you, we still stock, quantum drive, stock, everything. We got stock everything. Oh, well, obviously you can't do anything to the mole. I mean, you can't do anything to the rock, but
Quantum travel complete.
man, it's pretty dark. This is one thing, man. I just really wish, man. I really wish that they would fix this, man. They would just do that, because man, this stuff here, man, it can make it all right, so you've seen that red ship, right? So could have been that. somebody
Landing gear engaged.
all right, so there was a red ship that we seen. We're in the armistice now, so now we're good because we're just going in here to sell anyways. So we're going in here to sell stuff. So now probably should have what you want to do is exit ship this time. Don't leave the ladder open. Don't let people get up here because I don't know if they can get on top, but they can. I'm gonna try to see if I can get on there. I can't, so yeah, we're good. All right. We are heading over to we're heading over so we can sell this stuff. Remember what I said, the one with the red one, not that one. This is gonna be that one right there. You're gonna go here. And we are going to sell the stuff that's in the rock. Look at all these white ones. See, look now, you got 1, 2, 3 white boxes. Anyway, so we're gonna go sell the rock. We're selling the Had Night. Look at that. We got 209. Okay, 209. Got it. So maybe we got a little bit more. Maybe. What is this here for? So anyway, so yeah, ladies and gentlemen, there you go, man. That is how you that's how you make 200K right there. 200K in about 2 hours, give or take. Not sure how many minutes we were, lost track on the minutes on that one, but yeah, it's about 2 hours. I'd say about 2 hours for that. So not bad. Okay, not bad. Like I said, you gotta pay attention what you're doing and just stick with it. But that's the grind. So realistically, so when they said, oh, I can make this much in an hour, this much, maybe, you know, if they get really lucky. I mean, I've gotten lucky where I found some rocks, okay, and notes, okay, that I found, and it was great. You know, I was like, oh man, wow, you know. So I mean, for the most part, what we found, like 5, 6 and stuff. Okay, real quick, this is how, that's what I was saying. Like, they shoot you, they can go right here, open it, go to the cargo bay, bang, and they're in it, okay, and then they can take your stuff. So I was just doing that because I didn't want the rock being on there when I go, because I don't know what happens. It should disappear once the timer runs out, but you know, don't know. But I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna end this video because this was just about 13 minutes, and it was really just that one more that we needed to do, you know. But you know, it is what it is. So you guys you know, stay frosty, enjoy it. Like I said, man, if you enjoyed the video and stuff, like you know, drop a like, hit me up, comment, any suggestions, any assistance. Discord is in there. My Discord is in there. Usually I'm floating around between my Discord, other Discords, and everything like that. But if you need any help, you got any questions, I said, hop into the Discord, shoot me a DM and whatnot. Yeah, man, add me on your friends list here, man. If you know, I get a friends request, I'll accept it. Come join. You know, if you see me on, come join the server. Say what's up. You know, if I'm recording, most of the time I have this off unless I'm chatting or whatever. But you know, sometimes these dudes will sit there and say a little funky stuff. So most of the time I keep the chat off. But you know, you never know. Okay. All right, man. You guys have a good one. I'm out.